So do you guys want something like this? Something like beautiful, normal looking eyeballs? Like something you'd see? Do you want to be eligible to be able to animate the eyelids without any phasing? What? With the eyeball attached? What? Being able to look all over the place without having to worry about phasing through stuff? What? Then if you wanted to learn all of that garbage that'll probably take you 3 hours to make, you've come to the right place. I'm sorry, but this is my new rig that I'm making, and I don't want anyone else to know about it, so keep it a secret, will you? So first of all, find a piggy rig. So first, you already saw mine, so I'm gonna do Pony. Because Pony has a very important role in yes or no. So next, find an eyeball, any eyeball, doesn't really care. I don't really care which one. Copy and paste it. Now pull it on down to the doggone ground, and change the material if you wish. But I'd really prefer it to be smooth plastic, because I don't know, I just don't like reflections with the atmosphere. But I'm too lazy to turn off the atmosphere, so actually, there is no atmosphere. I clicked on the wrong base plate. Me being stupid again. So next thing you do, I made a mistake. Just kidding. You need copy and paste both eye and pupil. So now you have both. So in case you mess up, you have a second eye to do the steps on. But our tutorial is foolproof and mistake proof too. So we don't need this stupid egg. Bye bye. So the next thing you do is you make this stupid little part, the pupil, a negative part. Wow, look at me. And now you can see what part will be an eyeball. And it's this shaded part right here. Right here, the strip of the eyeball right here will be the part. So next thing you do is make it a union. And make sure you have these studio settings. But before, just make sure that your mesh level detail is distance based, or else it'll look like that. And that is horrible. And it looks really ugly, and it's actually terrifying. So the next thing you do is you copy and paste it, and then go find your position of the original one. Copy the C frame, and then separate it, and make this one black. Now, your next thing you do, you make it a union, shrink it. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm not singing the McDonald's song. I'm not weird. Please don't get me. Please keep shrinking until you have this beautiful freak of nature. And then you can just I don't know. You can make, you want the pupil to be able to shrink without seeing this little hole right here. But you still want to be able to move it to have it glide across the eyeball so it can shrink. So what you do, you make a negative part, boop. You keep scaling until you find the eye, So the black part of the eye will no longer exist, or the pupil. I'm so bad at commentary. Georgie's a seller when it comes to commentary. And why am I talking? Oh my god, bro. I actually suck. So then you're going to tilt it. Then push it back a little bit. Boop. And then you're going to select the pupil. Boom. Make a union with it. And now you're able to glide your pupil across the eye. But there is one little issue. The eye is still like split in half. So what you do is you separate it. Boom. Then you go to your union. You bring it up here. Click on it once. Boom, boom, boom. You have a pupil. And now you can even shrink it. It'll still appear visible, but I'm just shrinking it in Studio. But in Moon Animator, you can shrink it and move it now. And as you can see here, but this is why you don't want to move this pupil separately, because it'll phase through the eye. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to make the left eye apparent to the left pupil. So left eye, left pupil. So now you have an eye. And when you want to shrink the eye, or if you want your character to get scared, scaredy cat, scaredy cat, scaredy cat, it'll still fit on the top of the eye because it's your eye and it's pretty dang cool. So now you have a successful working eye. I drag it up a little bit. So the scaling's weird in normal Studio. But yeah, here's like a scaled down version of it. There we go. So yeah, you have that. There you have it. But you want to add this to your rig though, don't you? Because that's why you probably clicked on this video. So yoink. Boop, boop. Let's just find the left eye position, and let's find, now let's control G for group, and let's name it eye. And now we're going to make the position of the eye right here, right where the pony's eye is. So delete the left eye and left pupil where you put it, and then boom, now you have pony's eye. And then put it in head accessories. Ungroup it. That was kind of useful because you could group many things at once. And then you can rig it if you want, but I'm going to do something else first, I did the wrong thing. I'm going to duplicate it, so control D, and then I'm going to literally just move it until you can see it visible on the next eye. So BAP. So now it's in perfect position. Or you know what? I'm just going to stop being lazy. I'm just going to get the chords of the left eye. And now let's just put the chords back in here. And let's just ungroup these things for crying out loud. So this is the left eye. This will be the right eye. So rename it so you don't confuse yourself. Right eye. Then we're going to rename the pupil. Right pupil. And then we're going to delete that lousy right eye and right pupil. Ooh, Pony has flat eyes now. Wow. I actually might use this rig now that I buffed it and made it cooler. But next next thing we're going to do is we're going to teach you guys how to rig. So first, you go download a plugin called Rig-Edit Lite or Rig-Edit Pro. Don't buy Rig-Edit Pro because it costs money. Get Rig-Edit Lite. Click on the head first, by all means. Then click the left eye while you're pressing Control. Create joints. Head, right eye, create joints. Now go into it, head, left pupil, Control, create joints. Head, right pupil, Control, so create joints. But we don't really, let's delete the pupils because left eye, left pupil, right eye, right pupil. This isn't an ordinary rig where you just have two separate things. You only want the pupil to make it look like it's moving by moving the eye. And by using a little magic, you want to use the scale factor in Moon Animator to shrink it to make it look like he's scared, adoring something, enjoying something, traumatized, or whatever. Or whatever you want. Now you have working eyelids. So the next thing you do is you get your eyelid, duplicate that left eye, and make it a union, and move it out. The next thing you want to do is you want to insert a part and make it the color of your character's skin tone. In my case, he is a nougat player model. So we're going to enter the color code, and then we're going to make it a negative part. So the next thing you do is you take your eyelid and you're going to separate your union, and then we're going to make it nougat. Then we're going to reunion it, and we're going to make it larger than the eyeball, but not too much larger. We don't want anything peeping out. So now, the next thing you do is you see how much you can go down, and then make the top go to the halfway point. I think this is about half. When you see this little point at the top, that's how you know it's halfway. And I'm a little bit below halfway. Boom. There's exactly half. I'm gonna fix some of the dimensions of it. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to union it. I almost made a really bad mistake. Oh shoot, I can make that way smaller. But you'd want to make a knob that's small, that's almost unrecognizable. It's almost invisible. Like, this is perfect. Now we make this a union. And there's your eyelid. But as you can see, it's phasing and it looks very, 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 very weird. So go to the parts where it always phases, and then we're going to scale it upwards. This honestly looks like an eggshell in my opinion. And now it looks like an eyelid. Does it not? Wait, and then keep calibrating the sides. Whatever you choose to do. Then Whoops, extended that a little bit too far. But now you have in one of your eyelids. And if you want another one, just simply Control D it and then move it slightly downwards. Fix some of the positioning errors there were in the original. Scale at the bottom a little bit. You know, just normal stuff to fix it, to make it look like a realistic eyeball. So now you have eyelids, and here's proof that it works. As you can see, no phasing whatsoever, flawless, and completely, well, I just say it's really good and really accurate. And this is how animators make eyeballs and eyelids. So now the secret's out of the bag, or spill the tea, as old people say. Have a great rest of your day. See you on the Yes or No premiere. Bye bye.